So by now everyone should be familiar with what hyper armor is. Hyper armor is exactly what you're seeing here. When swinging a very large weapon, such as a great axe, great sword, or great hammer, when hit during the swing, you will not be staggered. As a result, these weapons are rather strong compared to how they were in Dark Souls 1, but there's another interesting factor in how hyper armor works, which is, funny enough, poise. So here you see me swinging the two-handed Storm Ruler, and I'm being staggered by the Bident. When trading hits with the Bident at 0 poise, both the one-handed and two-handed are unable to contest, as it staggers me regardless. Now, with full Havels, my one-handed swing is still interrupted by the Bident, or trades at best. However, the two-handed swing, as you'll see in a moment, will have sort of the same effect as an Ultra Greatsword in that I have hyper armor during the swing, which is very interesting. I don't know the exact breakpoint because I didn't test it. However, with full Havels, this seems to affect both the Greatsword class weapons and certain halberds, as you'll see here with the Winged Knight halberd. Both one-handed and two-handed I'm stunned with a 0 poise. However, two-handed with full Havels, I managed to poise through an attack. This is very useful for certain weapons in PvP, and is something that everyone should know. It doesn't work with smaller weapons like the Dark Sword, Mailbreaker, any kind of spear as far as I'm aware, or the Great Scythe even, which is kind of interesting. And no matter how much poise you have, as far as I know, these weapons will not have any hyper armor frames. But it's very interesting to note that medium weapons and somewhat larger weapons will actually gain hyper armor on their swings from having enough poise. So keep it in mind if you're ever making a build and planning to use like a greatsword or a halberd of any kind. When two-handed, it can be a huge boon due to the fact that you won't get staggered by smaller weapons like, oh, I don't know, Estoc. Anyway, thanks for watching. The rest of the video is just testing of smaller weapons, so nothing too interesting. None of them work. And hopefully someone will actually test this and figure out the exact numbers. Anyway, bye for now.